Hey Gemini, welcome to Germinate Tarot. We're doing May 20th to 26th, the weekly energy. Probably leaning towards love because it's how we do. And relationships too. So I'm going to do a shorter Gypsy Witch, but you know how I am with my cards. Probably won't just be a couple cards because that's not how Gypsy Witch roll. Here we go. Let's get Gemini, week of May 20th to 26th. See what we're doing here. I gotta crack some neck action here. All right. Queasy. All right. There's some stuff going on. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta say, that was a pretty, decisive shuffle. So I think whatever's going on, Gemini's got some good rhythm going. Let's find out about it. Oh, hi. Hi. So, okay, we're going to get into it a little more with some clarifiers, but you have ship, star, child, overall energy as a woman. So the ship is some kind of longing, like you want to get somewhere. You feel like something's at a distance to you. You want it very badly. The star is your hopes, etc. But it's good luck and it's coming your way. Not in the Clover good luck sense, but it's kind of like your wishes, your hopes, the things you're really hoping you get. Then you have the children, which is a new start. There's some kind of innocence to it. It's good. Like, this is good momentum. And then if this is not Gemini themselves, this is who Gemini is dealing with. Could be a woman, but really it's just more of a person signifier to be like, hey, talking about a person. So let's do some clarification. I want to start at the star, honestly, since I feel like it's the most present of the energies. Give me some star action. The house, okay, this is good. So you feel whatever this is, you want like a nice, happy home, stability. Ooh, the key. So you know this is biggins. Let's find out what's going on after the key. Okay, yeah, this, like I said, I don't usually look at the bottom of the Gypsy Witch, but it's the ring. Because I feel like, the stories kind of come out in a sentence. So on the key, I came out with 4, so I'm taking it. You have the message. So something's going to be coming through in terms of communication about some kind of social gathering or some kind of celebration that's going to be happening, but it will make you happy. Then you have the dog, which is fidelity, friendship. This is all the qualities you'd want in someone. So maybe this is Gemini being that, faithful companion, or this is someone saying like, no, I'm there for you. And it's going to be nice. It's the sun. It's a nice realization. So the key is that I think that communication coming in where you're like, how about that? Or you extending it. You could be the person who's taking the lead on this one because you've wanted it for so long. And the ship to me indicates kind of like a time of wanting something because ships can take a while to get somewhere. But this new beginning, though, I'm not seeing it be all peaches and cream. And it's not necessarily a bad start. It's more like people are so used to not getting what they want that it's almost like, well, I'm just going to keep my back up because I've never, this has never panned out well to begin with. So why should I start now with the sword? So there is kind of this aggressive defensive energy that's coming with it. But with the rose that it's a good thing. So it's not like you're going to sabotage it or anything where the other person is. It's just going to be slightly contentious, I think, out of habit as opposed to actual animosity. So let's find out. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the mice. It's sneaky. I don't get sneaky in a bad way, but it's like it's that don't trust it thing. Because then there's the eye with the ring. So it's like the only other card you needed is the fox in this combo. I think someone, like I said, doesn't trust it. So they're going to kind of keep their back up. Let's find out who this chick's about. Let's talk about the chick. Or the lady. Sorry. Yeah, so there's the Lion. I think it's going to kind of be a surprise. A surprise that you kind of maybe have to defend yourself about this new start. And there's the Snake. So that's another indication of a woman. It's also can be sexy, and it can also be sneaky. And I think with this mirror, broken mirror, there's perceptions that are going to be changing, because then you have the Bride, which is what you want. Oh my goodness, then you have the other surprise. Can we talk about one more surprise? Like, please give me just one more on this. Or two. No, someone's going to keep it safe. And I think they're kind of done talking about this union. So I think you have the makings of some good stuff. But honestly, when I'm doing the Gypsy Witch and the safe comes up, it's like, we're done. Thanks for playing. I do want to find out one more, just in general what this ship's about. Like, what does Gemini want? What is the vibe? You want something to end. You want something to be done with. You're tired of emotions, I think. You want to get to a calmer place. No, I really want to leave. Like, you want to be back on track. I feel like there's been a lot of, surprises. I don't necessarily say surprises. Those are for the future. It's just like, yeah. And the fish in this case is emotions. So, like I said, you just want your emotions to be back on track. You're sick of having your game messed up by feeling like you're all over the place. And whether this is your own doing or somebody else coming in and being like, hey, you, I'm here to make you feel crazy. So we're moving on to Art of Life Tarot. We're going to get a little more of the emotional level here. All right, let's talk about Gemini, please. Let me talk about Gemini. Oh, hi. The Fool. Yeah, there you go. Here's your new journey. Cool beans. The Chariot. And there's going to be victory. With the Eight of Wands, there's that communication. Remember how I said, that letter that is the key part of this to get it crack-a-lackin'? And Page of Pentacles. There's the offer. So Page of Pentacles is not the most mature offer, but it is a more stable place to start because you feel like you may have been all over the place before. So I want to know. Tower wanted to come out. So the Chariot, but it didn't, stayed in there. So the Ten of Cups, that's the end of it. You want to have all this, stable emotional stuff. You want to have, the top shelf of this family life, etc. And Six of Swords. There it is. I'm out of Dodge. Adios, muchacho or muchacha. I'm going to hit the bricks and I'm going to calmer waters. Now I want to find out what this communication's about. I feel like if this is not Gemini offering this communication, I think it's going to be coming because there's a lot of movement stuff. King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, someone will be offering it. And it is a king, but it just means it's the highest energy, which I think this is going to be a nice, stable offer. The Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. This kind of fell out over to the side, but it makes sense because remember how, we said the emotion part, you just want to get back to a more stable thing. That's what the Eight of Cups is. He's got his suitcases, he's leaving, she's crying, and, in this painting, and it's like, no, there's emotion there, there's baggage that you're carrying, but you gotta go because it's too much. Two of Swords, this is very contemplative. It's kind of you're letting your logic drive as opposed to the emotions, because the Two of Swords is you're deciding that this is where we're going now. This is what we're doing. Getting back in more of the air sign noggin head space. So Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about that. I got water, I got earth, I got a touch of fire. Oh, and here's strength. So there's more fire. But it's I don't know if this is Gemini being strong or this is the other person coming in. Excuse me, that's going to be strong. And I think this is good though, because it goes Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So whatever this page, which is a more immature energy, it levels up into this Knight of Pentacles, which the quote on this, I need to point it out, is the secret of success is constancy of purpose. So there is that stability that you want and that you need. And the Queen of Cups, you know, if this is not Gemini, maybe embodying this kind of stable home, family life. You know, you did have the 10 of Cups down here. You know, your children, your relationships, your friends and everything. You know, this is coming at you because you have the King of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups. This is very nurturing, positive energy. So if you're not the one giving it off, this is coming towards you. And I think it's really going to make you get to that grounded space that you've been wanting to get to. Now, the Ace of Wands, this is the action part. So I think you get to take all this thought and all this pondering you're doing, and you do get to put it into action because you are at the beginning of whatever new cycle is going on. So either, you know, I feel like I have to say this, if you want to say what you want to say, do it. I think if this is the time, you know, if there was a time, it's now. And, you know, extend it. And I don't want to say there's fumbling with the page. I kind of do get you get a little tongue-tied, but it's endearing. It's not annoying. Yeah, I think, you know, if you feel it, do it, you know. And I think it's coming from a positive spot. It's not coming from a needy, graspy spot. So, you know, that's a good, stable time. And I think it's about time for Gemini to have that. So 3 wanted to come out. We've got zincite, unakite, amethyst. And the keywords on these babies are energizing, stimulating, motivating, decisions, expression, releasing. And then we have mental powers, divine love, balance, and spiritual partnership. So on the amethyst, it is something negative in your life will soon be transformed. There is a need to cleanse and release something to allow transformation to occur. Unakite is situation will soon be revealed. Once the cause is recognized, release and healing will begin. So yeah, there's a lot of letting go. And I think this, you know, whatever little bug gets put in your butt to do this, it'll be good. So influx of energy is on the way. Life and particularly relations with others will seem brighter, lighter, and more energized. So I think the funk is over, baby. You know, it's time for the movement and releasing of things. Like I said, this is a new cycle because you kicked it off with the Fool, victory, 6 of Swords. You're out of this joint. You're not dealing with it. There's nice, stable offers. You know, you had the dog, you had all that good stuff, but just be aware of that defensive energy because you're so used to stuff maybe not going the way you want it to. You know, don't shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak, with it. So, all right, Gemini, we'll be talking to you next week. Until then, you be well.